The thumbs up and person here. Let me turn on some lights. Welcome if you are here in the live. I look, woo, this is bright. I am going to lower this because I feel like, all right, so let me do the intro while I'm trying to get y'all evened out here. Ooh, okay. Thank you for being here. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube, the crazy. Just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self. And the troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique. Use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Because here, hey Janessa, here at the Crazy Troll Nation, hey Grace, excuse me already. Thank you for the hearts. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we are about self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even without face paint on. You already heard it. There's an organism that lives in my throat, randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. Always say excuse me whether I think you heard it or not. And I do curse sometimes in videos and live streams because I curse sometimes, period. So that is the intro. I have some news for you two, and I think you two are the only two here right now. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a members only live and talk about it because there's some serious tea happening. I think the outcome is going to be okay, but it was some serious tea. And I don't want to just put it like public out there because we know it's always going to be there. So that's something I'm thinking. And maybe I'll text you two later just to let y'all know. But anyway, thank you about this look. This is look number 3 with Gold Dust Woman. And this shadow that's right here, that's what I tapped over a black liquid lipstick. This lip is bomb, y'all. This is like a perfect grungy lip. So that's what we did for today's video, and I'm feeling like I'm out of it. I had like less than 3 hours of sleep, got up, had appointments at the VA hospital, had a lot of labs to do for the ENT doctor that wants to have me tested to figure out what inactive ingredients I'm allergic to in medications. And then the appointment I had was for Botox for migraine prevention and treatment, which is when it's 29 to 31 needles. Well, injections they put in your head and in your scalp. And the last few are like back here. So it's like Pinhead from Hellraiser. And I remember when I did that first video, hey, that one kid who's in Paris. That first video I did about that, and I feel like Pinhead, and Grace commented that she clicked on that video so fast. But that is what it feels like. Because it's just like, and afterwards I just feel so wiped out. But so that was my day today. Came home, fixed lunch, did this video. I'm watching a movie I've been watching for like 4 days because I keep pausing it. Hey Arlene. But I'm gonna finish it today because it is good. And it got to the point where I had to like start from the beginning because the last 3 days I kept just starting where I picked up, and then I got to a point where I'm like, what is this again? But it is interesting. I'm almost finished it, but I'll finish that later. So I'm just kind of, oh, does that say 16 people? Oh my gosh. Thank y'all for being here. Make sure y'all thumbs up if y'all are enjoying the wackiness because I didn't have a lot of sleep. So I'm always like that. What am I saying? So this video tonight, this live, and I feel like I'm yelling. Oh, there is a live stream tomorrow for the roundup for July. And so I already scheduled that, and I did put it on my community tab, just hoping that people would see it and make sure it's there. And I guess I could do a short too. Hey, Carnage. I cannot pronounce your name. Yes, you can tell I like yellow. What kind of sauce do you like with your nuggets, Carnage? I think you're on duty tonight, Janessa. I think you're pulling double duty because I know you're at work, but what kind of sauce do you like with your nuggets? So this live tonight was Janessa's idea, and I'm gonna try and make it quick. I was really stuck, and her question was, what would be my perfect thank you, Janessa. Was what would my perfect collab be? Whether a brand's collab, or if I collabed with a brand. And y'all know I have trouble differentiating color. Like my perception of color is different than other people's. And so my first thought was, oh, that's a great question. Then I thought, yeah, but the way I see color is different than other people. So I don't know. Like I was questioning, like, would I be able to even put a palette together and it look decent? You know what I'm saying? And so I was glad that this got pushed back. Thank you, Janessa. Wrench to the rescue. Hey, Dawn. You know, I just would have rolled with it and just stopped. And the other one, like before, would have been begging, please stop ignoring me. But I do appreciate it. So I was glad it got pushed back because I was really stuck. Like what? Like I don't know, like what I would do. I mean, y'all know I like stuff like this. I know everybody doesn't, but there is a market for it. Just like with Selling Cosmetics. Hello, the official fish. This is tonight. Tonight is the night, y'all. Make sure y'all thumbs up the new people who are coming in. Thumbs up before you go. Hey, Kingslayer, what is happening today? Oh my gosh. So I was really just like, what would I do? Y'all know I like messy grunge. Y'all know I like, you know, vampy. And then I do the ethereal stuff, you know, just to, you know, have variety here. But I was like, what would I do? Like, what type of collab would I like? And there are some palettes I like, you know, grunge palette from Selling Cosmetics. Y'all know I like Notoriously Morbid, and those are not mainstream type vibes. Those are grunge vibes, goth vibes. Y'all know I love Martine Cosmetics 669. That's the only one of its kind that I've ever seen. But I have seen something similar with, I think, Glamlight, like the Chucky palette, their Freddy Krueger palette or something. Thank you, Janessa. And so it's okay, Dawn. Why was this eyeliner? Oh, that's the lip liner. I keep forgetting I have these lip liners because I could have put this on and then put this over top of it. But anyway, so I was really stuck on what would my perfect collab be, right? And so I was talking to Princess yesterday, and we were just chatting about life. And I said, you know what, I'm stuck, and I told her what the topic was, and she was like, a trip through the dark side with Dion Loves makeup, and I was like, yeah. And some of you may already know that because I posted on my community tab that I was trying to do, well, I had duped as best I could Lethal Cosmetics shadows for the 669 palette. And I had mentioned I'm going to build a Lethal Cosmetics palette to dupe 669 as best I can. And even though I already have the shades, just to have it all in one palette and not have to keep rearranging and taking shades out, because for my BYOPs, let me find one. For my BYOPs from Lethal, I type what the shadow names are and where they are. And so all of them don't have on the back what the name of it is, but then I would have to find where did I get it from. And I have at least 6 BYOPs. And so I'm just like, it would be nice just to have it all in one palette. And because this is a live, I can't show you. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Jamie. Good to see you. No, Lock, I have not slept. I'm still working off of that same 2.5 hours sleep. So I'm just like, and I have not had Mountain Dew, y'all. I have not had Mountain Dew. I have not had Skittles. I don't know what I'm functioning off of right now. And I really don't. The joy of being here talking to y'all, that's what I'm living off of right now. And so I sent one of my official troll Ken the picture of the Lethal palette and the 669, and she was like, that looks really good. And I showed it to another person. I think I only showed it to that one person. And all the colors are not in there. Let me show y'all 66. Oh shit, it's at the bottom. Let me grab it real quick. I'm right here. So it's in my stack of stuff to show for tomorrow for the roundup. So this is the 669. And so every color is not in there because you see a couple. This is like a pinky gray. This is a gray. You have this green, a shimmer green, a matte green. You got the 3 blacks, even though they're all different. And so even when I did the palette, it was a condensed version. And I don't think anything was really missing. I think it looked really good. The only thing that was iffy was the dual chromes. And so just picking out this, look at this, y'all, this fire shade, and then and so I think it looks amazing. 2 of the colors are not in stock. It was the black and the brown, which again, I do have. And so now I'm thinking, Dawn is so friendly. Dawn, I'm waiting for you to do videos, like for real, for real. I did not see the new Fenty brushes. I saw the new foundation brush when she came out with the soft lit foundation. I didn't see the other ones, and I'm not even checking because I done bought all them Sigma brushes. But so I was like, that could be it. That could be my collab, and I wrote it down. Y'all know I gotta have notes. Lethal Cosmetics X Dion Loves Makeup, a trip through the dark side. And it will have 6 shimmers and 6 dual chrome / shimmer / metallics. Did I say that right? 6 mattes, and the other 6 are other finishes. And when I counted in 669, it's 9 mattes and 9 other finishes. Hey, Tony. 8 Tony! What 8 palettes did you get? This right here is Gold Dust Woman. And this shade right here, Tony, which is called Gold Dust, that's why I tapped over black lipstick. So this lip, man. What 8? What 8 did you get? Thank you, Janessa. Jamie said, Jamie, do not be sorry that you moved and had back surgery. Like, life happens. And I'm always here. Almost every day is a video upload. Every Monday there's a live stream. And next Monday is our regular live stream. And tomorrow and next Tuesday is another live stream. So this week we have 2 and next week we have 2. And I still have regular videos every day. So don't feel bad at all because you can always catch up. And I do appreciate you being here. I really do. And I do notice when you're not in the comments. And sometimes I'll be wondering like, how's she doing? Because I get so used to seeing y'all and chatting with y'all. Oh, Tanya played in her Vizier at the day. Yeah, Tony, I hope you're typing. I want to know what 8 palettes you got. And you know what, though? I'm glad that you purchased them all at one time because they take so friggin' long to ship. When you get it, you're going to be like, oh, it's Christmas. Oh, my God, look at all these wonderful gifts. That 8. Did you get any from Spellcast Beauty? Because they had a Baboa palette or something that really looked cute, but it had like pinks and light blues in it, and those aren't really my tones. But then I'm thinking, the way Notoriously Morbid and Spellbound show up, I'm like, I'm sure I would still like it. And the Spellcast Beauty stuff ships quicker because it's not hand pressed in house; it's made at a factory or somewhere. But yeah, I hope you're typing, Tony, because I want to know. I want to know what 8 palettes you got because I didn't even think they had 8. So my perfect collab would be Lethal Cosmetics times Dion Love Makeup, a trip through the dark side. And after this live, I will post a picture that I sent to my official Trollkin, and y'all gonna be like, yeah. And I think I did a short when I was showing the swatches on my arm, and some people were like, yeah, some of them are like spot on, and some were like, yeah, it'll work. But then, you put it next to something blended or whatever. But I'm excited, and so I do want to order it. I'm waiting for a sale, but I do want to order it before 669 completely dies because I want to do comparison looks. I kept looking at Madame Violet, Tony. That's the purple one. And you know what's ironic, though? It's like when I look at their 9 pans, I'm like, but then when I try them, I'm like, ooh. And so I do think if I got that one over the rainbow, I have that for my roundup for tomorrow. You'll get over the rainbow quick because that's from Spellcast Beauty, their sister brand. But I really have an appreciation for 9 pans. And because even though they may look monochromatic because of the dual chromes and the shifts and how bright some of them are, they're not strictly, ooh, Web Weaver. We're swatching that tomorrow for the live stream. The Boohoo palette, I saw that one. Is that the one that opened up? Is that the one that opened up like a book? I'm thinking that's not the one that opened up like a book. Cherry Bomb. That's in my roundup for tomorrow too. I'm hoping they really work for you. And I say that because Cherry Bomb, wait a minute, which one was it? Let me look real quick. I am like off topic. I think it might have been, it was one of those 2. Violet Thoughts I love. It looks like it's a purple palette and it's not. And did y'all saw that when I did the looks, I was like, oh wow. And Jade Dreams too. It looks like it's a green palette, but it's not. Jade Dreams and Violet Thoughts are my favorites out of those 4. But so that's what it would be. So I think I did post a short because I remember somebody commented on it, and I'm not sure if I posted pictures of the swatches, but after this live stream, I will put on my community tab what the two palettes look like together, because it's like, this is it. And the thing I was thinking too, like, well, why would they buy this? Because gold dust, that's what this is. Y'all, this little thing. And I knew I was gonna like it. Did y'all see? Oh, I don't think Tony saw. I did members only swatch party for this. But this is what I have on now. So then I thought, why would people buy it? And Lethal, as you know, does have single shadows. And some of their prepaid, and I would, prepaid, it's not prepaid, pre-made. And if I were to collab with them for a 669 dupe, I would have it where it is removable, the single shadows, because Jolena, you cannot take these, you cannot remove these out of here. Midnight Serenade, where that hoe at? She hiding from me. I don't know where she at. But Midnight, oh, that's for tomorrow too, to show. I used a lot of palettes last month. I used 21. But Midnight Serenade, you cannot pop the shadows out. And so what I really like about Lethal is if they show a palette and you like it, like even Metamorphosis and Evergreen, those were removable. And because I didn't want like the whole red palette, the whole green palette, I picked like some from Metamorphosis and some from Evergreen, and that's how I made one of my BYOPs. And so I would sell it, well, Lethal. I would ask that it would be sold to where they can swap out the shadows, or if they want to replace one, or down the line, you know, whatever, or you want to switch it up with other palettes. And that's what Teresa's did. Hers was from Lethal. You can swap them out and move them around, even though I didn't. Berlin Underground, you couldn't do it. My thoughts on the Naked launch, remind me, Tony, because I don't know what happened, but Berlin 89 is an older one, and that you couldn't remove the shadows. But what appeals to me about Lethal is that you can take out the shadows and move it around. Janessa, I know I text you. I found out today with the MAC Pride palette, those pans are removable, and you can replace it with any of their MAC single shadows, or you can just swap them around. And I'm going to show you something. You see this little nubby nail right here, y'all? And my nails, the tips do grow white. You see this little nubby nail? When she said you can take the shadows out, I'm looking at it like it don't look like that. This little nubby nail, I went like that, the shadow went poof, it popped right out the pan. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because that packaging, because I had said to her, some people say they'll buy it and never use it because of the packaging. She's like, well, you can just swap the shadows. I was like, excuse me, what? This little nubby nail, boop, it just popped right out. And there was a spot of glue at the bottom, but it wasn't like glued. And this little nubby nail, y'all, I put it on the edge, popped up. My finger ain't even touched the shadow. I was like, what? So that excited me. Janessa, I know. That excited me because I'm like, damn, I can keep this packaging forever and just put in different shadows or move them around, which I won't most likely. But that was just like, that was like icing on a cake. So it's not like, oh, I'm going to buy it but not use it, because then once it's used up, what I'm going to do? No, you can still use it. And that was so exciting to me. And I text you like right after Janessa. I'm like, Janessa, did you know? You can remove the shadows and replace them. And I have 3 15-pan BYOPs from MAC. And so like I am no stranger to creating MAC palettes, but I was so excited about that. And so that was one of the things that drew me to, like, if I did the collab like that, duping 669, okay, I already have one planned out with Lethal, but then you can remove the shades, you can swap them around, just like Metamorphosis and Evergreen. If you don't want it the way it is, you can switch them up. Or if you don't want the black, take that out and put in something else or whatever. Janessa says she's going to stay away from the Naked palette. I have a bunch of named ones, but decluttered the numbered ones. And so that's what it would be. So this is just really short, but I was stuck for a long time. Like, what the hell would I create? And then I'm like, and I do think somebody would buy it though. Because even like people bought the grunge palette, it sold out. I think they were on like their 3rd pre-order or something. So people would buy it, but I don't think enough people would buy it for it to be permanent. So it would be limited edition, I'm sure, if this ever happened. And I also thought about Mel Thompson, how when Natasha Denona came out with I think it was retro. People were like, that ain't retro, according to how the mini retro looked. And so Mel Thompson took her Sydney Gray shadows and she put together, this is what she would have rather the retro palette been. And so Sydney Grace did a bundle of those shadows that Mel put together and sold it as a bundle, and people were buying it. They were loving it, and they were comparing looks with that one to the looks to the retro. And so I kind of have that vision in my mind too, like, if I were to put this together, if Lethal was to happen to see that video when I do show it and talk about it, like, would they put that together? Because I'm thinking I'm recreating a palette that's already made, but then that's kind of what Mel did, and Sydney Grace did a bundle for that, and so that's in my mind. Like, this, I mean, long shot, yes, but it could happen. I don't know. Hey Joe, I just now saw you. You were the one that bought it. The naked palette or the retro palette? I know I'm talking about a bunch of different things. But so now that I'm thinking about it, y'all, like, that is something that might happen. Let me not sit like I'm crooked. So it is something that might happen. Like, if they were, but then her channel was so much larger than mine though. But just to have her be like, oh, this is what I would do in this bundle, and for them to do that and sell it like that, and people were buying it up, y'all. I bought Mel's version. A lot of people did, Joe. A lot of people bought the, hey Nina. A lot of people bought Mel's version. And so maybe they would buy my version of the 669. Even though the 669 wasn't based on something else, whereas retro was based on a mini retro. But I mean, who knows? Maybe 5 years from now, Lethal might email me and be like, hey, do you want to collab for a palette? I'm going to be like, first of all, I would probably either pass out or cry. It is good marketing for Lethal. And also what I was thinking of, I don't use a lot of indie brands because of the pressed pigment stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so I was thinking about, oh, you got your gloss? Oh, you're welcome. I hope you like it, Joe. I hope you like it. I don't know if Locke is still here. We multitask a lot, so she might be listening. But Locke, if you can hear me, Nina is asking if you're here. Like you're in somebody's house. Hey, so-and-so's calling you. Locke, Nina's calling you. I'm being so silly. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put it. Yeah, thank you, Tony. I'm gonna put it on my community tab because I first sent official Trollkin a picture of the palette that I built, because you can build one on the Lethal website and save it, so that way it's there. And so I sent her that picture, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I did a collage with the Lethal one here and 669 up here, y'all. I can't say it would look exactly the same because 669 don't have nothing this bright, and even though this isn't Lethal, some Lethal shadows are like super bright. You just found out yesterday you wasn't publicly subscribed to any channel. Wonder how many other giveaways that cost me. That's what Dawn says. YouTube do be unsubscribing people. They do. And I don't, what is this on my neck? Yo, I be doing videos and be seeing stuff like, what the hell is that? I did go out today. Every time I go out, I end up noticing something did something. And it doesn't feel like a bite. What the hell? I just now saw that. Like, what the hell? Yo, I don't... Yeah, thank you for the heart, y'all. I be going through. Like, what the fuck? Hey, Sarah. You've been watching on your TV. I don't think that's a spider bite. Because, it's, it's really flat. And I don't feel like anywhere would have bit me. But there's still been a couple gnats in here from when Fabulous 50ocity was here. Thank you all for the hearts. I know y'all feel bad for me because I'm just like, what the and this just happened. I mean, not just happened, but it just turned red. I'm sitting here talking, and then I'm like, I be all over the place. I just did a collab with Beauty and the Frizz. Really? Oh, I need to watch that. I'm behind on videos. I am behind on videos. So... for the Lethal stuff, I do think it would be limited edition. And it could be limited edition as a palette because you can buy the single shadows and always just get them yourself. You know what I mean? But thank you, Nina. She's saying she loves the lip. This is something. Every time I go outside, when I come home, there's something somewhere. Like every single time. You're really loving this gold look. Thank you, Joe. So that's what it would be. It would be lethal. Oh, I was saying about I don't do with a lot of indie brands because of the pressed pigment issue. So then I'm thinking about okay, the brands I have that I like, what would it be? And then I thought maybe Pat and Natasha would do something, but I'm just like Pat is not in creative control of the company. And the thing with Natasha, she does have something for everybody. You want dark, you have Xenon. You want Swamp Water, you have the Yucca palette. If you want neutral, you have Biba. If you want something purple, you have Leela. Like there's something for everybody. And I hear Janessa says she hears there's an exciting three-way collab coming out tomorrow. I am so excited about that. I am. How about Lethal Night Owl for Dion's palette? And so I'm super excited. So I was thinking about that too. Natasha has something for every single body. Pat, I don't know where Pat is living her best life, and the brand they're just doing whatever they know will make money because people are still going to buy it. And because I'm not into the shimmer high shine, it's not like whatever those brands are where everything is just like ultra bright lights glitter in your face type of shadow. And so, but I was really thinking like, and not selling cosmetics because they're just I don't think they put out enough palettes, enough collections, or enough product. And because even like for Grunge Life, that was the only thing for like a long time. And for something else, what am I thinking of? Selling cosmetics. What was that brand? I can't believe I forgot the name of the brand. Because Sandy has sent me their palette that introduced me to the brand. I could not remember what it was, but it's like maybe like it seems like maybe once every 6 months like a palette comes out, and so I was trying to think of okay what brand is here. This is really like what the fuck. So I was really thinking like what brand is here that has been here that is well established that people know you're going to get your stuff in a couple weeks, and it can stay around. Hey Christine. And you can buy it as it is, or you can just buy the single shadows. And so that's how it ended up still being lethal, even though I had already planned on building it. But I'm like, yeah, that would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. And even with Teresa's palette, I mixed that with Nightflower because you can mix and match them. And so that's what it would be. If I could do a collab with any brand, it would be Lethal Cosmetics. And the palette would be called A Trip Through the Dark Side because it is a dark, smoky, and vampy because it has a red in there palette, and you have some grunge. And so that would be my perfect collab. Hey, Emily. And so maybe one day, 5-10 years from now, and it may happen because I remember Jackie Hyena when she was Little Pumpkin 05 way back in the day, like back in 2006, 2007. And now look at her. People that see her now, they don't know where she came from. I remember her back in the day, and she was just doing tutorials, and some of them, it would just be like just her eye, and she wouldn't even be talking in the video. Like, she was so quiet, and now she's like, ah! And I'm just like, girl, what happened? If y'all remember her from back then, let me know. Like, she's way different, but that gives me hope, like, maybe 5, 10, 20 years? But, Nina says she shopped a sale. Who had a sale? Scheduled to arrive on Thursday, but Kelly Beauty did a mistake. Oh. So Tony, you asked me about the Naked palette. Did you ask me my thoughts on the Naked palette? So that's the answer for the question. So thank you, Janessa, for that question, because I was really stuck until I was talking to Princess the other day, actually yesterday, and I'm like, that's it right there, because I was really stuck. I'm trying to find Tony's question. Damn, Dawn, you weren't subscribed. Oh, not subscribed publicly to any channel. Oh, okay. I read that earlier and skipped over the publicly part. But YouTube does sometimes unsubscribe people. And I don't know if it's they don't watch for a while. Like, I don't know what it is. I cannot find. Oh, here it is. What are my thoughts regarding the Naked palette relaunch? Okay, so y'all know sometimes I'm Boo Boo the Fool Troll Clown, right? So I remember having it back in the day. And who was it that watched it? Michelle watched it and commented on it. And I remembered I had the Naked palette from back in the day, but I didn't remember about it. I just remembered I didn't end up keeping it because the right The left side of the palette I ended up not using because it was all just lighter tones. I was mostly sticking to the darker side. And so she's been going through watching my older videos and commenting on them. And I'm like, I forgot about that video. And so I watched it. And it was just face of the day. I said, this is here, this is there. And I had in the description box what shadow placement was where. So it wasn't a tutorial. It was just me saying, thank you, Dawn. It was just me saying what's where and what I used. And I was looking at that video like, first of all, it's trippy watching myself from years ago. Because that palette came out years and years and years and years ago. And so I was like, damn. Back in the day, pre-YouTube, UD and Tom Ford were all I had. UD was it. First Mac was it, and then UD came along with the Naked palette. The Naked and the Naked Smoky. And after that, for me, I was done with the Nakeds. I don't know Fumi, so I'll say no. I'll have to find that because I don't even have the option anymore to make it landscape. When I go into advanced settings, it's not even an option. It used to be an option where you can pick horizontal or vertical. Now it's not even an option. And so I don't know, like, does she do hers through YouTube or does she do hers through StreamYard? Because StreamYard, you can do more stuff. You can have people's comments come up and all of that stuff. Like, I'm not able to do any of that. And even I noticed for my live streams, when I go back to watch them, I can't even slide over and see the chat from the live stream. But other people's live streams, I can. So I'm like, I don't know why on mine it doesn't show the live stream chat after it converts to a video. And it used to automatically do that, and now it doesn't. And I do have it for comments to show up, but they don't after the live stream is over. So I don't know. But if I remember, or if you remember after the live, come back and comment so I can remember, because I'll probably forget. I had less than 3 hours of sleep today, and so I can make no promises. But I would love to be landscape again, just so I can spread out. I have to. This is literally like how much space I have to sit here, and that's why I'm sitting back a little bit further. For me, you know what? Let me just write that down right now. So I remember having it back in the day, but she had, and she gave me a good suggestion. Michelle did. DesaluVold. Okay, I wrote her name down. Oh, thank you, Janessa. And so it was trippy seeing me back in the day. And so the look was okay. It was okay. And it was before I leaned into my aesthetic. So it wasn't nothing like this, but it was wanting to be a smoky look. And then I looked at my other, because then she was watching my other ones, and she gave me a good suggestion. She said, if you change your title, you might get more views, because then they'll see what I did with it back then. And I'm like, you know what? So I did change the titles. And so, Michelle, if you do watch this after the fact, number one, thank you for being part of the replay crew. And number two, that's 4. Number 2, thank you for that suggestion. And I did do that. And then I did another look, and then I had another title video from using the Naked palette saying I'm trying to get a different look. And I was saying how all of my looks were looking the same with that palette because of my complexion, like those light tones, or just like the golden palette, those lighter tones, the golden tones, they don't really show up on me. And so even trying to stick with the right side of the palette, the darker side of the palette, the looks were looking the same. But boo-boo, the fool, troll, clown here, I'm exhausted. I'm still grieving. Sometimes I do emotionally shop. I purchased it today from Ulta. But listen, I paid $9 for it. And I was going to hold on to this tidbit. I was going to hold on to this and tell y'all in the video. But I was going to be like, look what I got. But now y'all know. I had a $50 gift card for Ulta from the beauty board thing that I'm in. Yep, I got it for $9. I had a $50 gift card, and Rakuten has 4% cash back, and Ulta is having a 10 times point multiplier event. So purchasing that palette, it tells you at checkout, I earned 619 points. And y'all know for Ulta, that's cash. That turns in, it's not $600 worth of cash, but it's at least like $20 or something like that. So I paid $9, got 619 points, 4% cash back, and used a $50 gift card. So I paid $9 for it. And I feel good about it because, number one, I know I'm not going to keep it long term because the looks are all going to look the same. But what I thought about was, how, where's my xenon? I got so much stuff over here for tomorrow. What I was thinking is I'm going to do some comparison looks because where's my, oh, because when I was looking at pictures of it, I was thinking you had to watch Foonies all the time when she was doing a lot of makeup content. Love her personality, but I'm listening to the fashion style stuff. Yeah. And so the left half of the palette, the lighter side of the palette, and it says it's a neutral palette. Ignore these four from Lila. I gotta lean back, y'all. This is. But when you look at like these tones, this tone, and maybe one of the dark tones, maybe this one, even though that's from Lila, that's like some of the shades in the Naked palette. Even though I mixed up Xenon, when you talk about that dark, it's like one real dark tone that looks almost blue, and then it's a real dark one that looks like a black and brown. That could be from in Xenon. And for even some more of the lighter tones, even though I mixed this up too, these browns and these tones right here. So I'm like, we have those tones. Hey, Paulette, good to see you. And so I don't have the Reloaded, the one they replaced the OG with. And so what my idea was is when I get it, it says it'll be here the 12th, but that was at checkout. So it'll probably be here the 10th, because every time it gives me a date, it always comes prior to that. And I'm hoping they don't fall apart, because y'all know they don't put no packing materials in their boxes. They just drop it in the box and put it in the mail. But so my idea is when I get it, I am going to get my $9 worth out of it. I'll tell you that. It'll probably end up on the card. But I was okay with spending $9 for it. And as far as the $50 gift card, there's nothing I wanted to buy. So I'm just like, what am I going to do with it? I redeemed points from Sephora. I have a $100 gift card. There's nothing I want to buy. But that expires in October. Whereas the Ulta ones don't expire. But anyway, so my idea was when I get it to do looks. To show people if you have a neutral palette, which I think we all do. If you have a smoky palette, even if you have something like Mini Xenon, you have the darker tones that's in that palette. If you have a golden type palette or just tan shades, you have that palette. And so I'm going to do looks with the Naked palette. And then I'm going to do one look this eye, one look that eye, and let y'all figure it out like we've been doing. And I think those are fun. And some people guess right, some people guess wrong. And some people are like, oh my gosh, like I can't tell the difference. And so that's my idea for that. And so we'll have ran through it quite a few times before I'm like, okay, she can go now. But yeah, it was just bizarre because when I first saw it, I'm like, oh my gosh, when it goes half off, because y'all know Urban Decay stuff always goes half off somewhere down the line, always. And so I made an agreement with my accountability partner. We're like, when it go half off, we'll both buy it. Okay, cool. And then I was watching my older videos, and then it's like, okay, all the looks look the same. I'm like, I don't want that palette no more because I know I'm not going to use all the shades. And then I bought it. How much things change in a day? That's all I could say. What's the time limit on gift cards from Sephora? You know how I shunned Ulta. It was 30. No. When you redeem, I redeemed 2,500 points for a $100 gift card, and it expires in 90 days from when you redeem it. And you have to use it in one purchase, and there's no returns or refunds. And so I know whatever I get, it needs to be something I know that I love. Like some people be like, oh, I'll just get this and try. But because of how my skin is set up, I don't want to try stuff, break out, and then I'm stuck with it. And then I'm like, hey, do you want this cream? Because it broke my face out. You know what I mean? And so I wish they didn't. That's why I love Ulta, Tanya, because their points do not expire. And you can accumulate, and you can use your points with their you can use your money that's from, let me slow down, I'm excited. The money that converts the points, the points that convert the money, you can use that and stack that on top of point multipliers, and you can stack it on top of coupon codes. So you're saving, and then Rakuten, you get a percentage back as well. And so that's why I love Ulta. And I'm sad, Nina, that you've shunned Ulta. And I do understand, though, some people have had really bad experiences with Ulta. I do know that. I don't know when the fall VIB sale starts. There was on Reddit that there was an employee code that the employee could send people a code, but I wasn't active enough in that subreddit to even ask for one. And I'm like, there's nothing I want to get. I do want House Labs to go to Ulta. I do know that. But other than that, I'm like, what am I going to get from Sephora? I don't even know. So I have till October to figure it out. Yeah, but they expire in 90 days. And if you have the Sephora credit card, if you earn cash rewards, number one, it's not cash rewards because you have to use your credit card in order to use the cash rewards. And the credit card has an interest rate. So you're really not even saving. But even if you do earn cash rewards from Sephora, there's an expiration date. It might be like 30 days or something like that. Don't quote me on 30 days. But their shit be expiring. I'm just like, and I get what it is because they want you to go ahead and spend your money, and you cannot use your cash rewards at Sephora on sale items or during a sale. And even like the points I redeemed for $100 gift card, I would not be able to use that during like a sale. Whereas Ulta, you can use your points whenever, whatever. You can stack your stuff. And so I only get from Sephora if Ulta doesn't have it. House Labs. That's kind of it. It is ridiculous. And what makes it more ridiculous, Dawn, is when Ulta has a sale, Sephora be copying the hell out of their sales. Even their daily steals, it'll pop up on the Sephora website. So you can copy their sales and copy their deals, but yet your point system still sucks ass. What? Copy their reward system. Yeah, it's yeah, and you can't use the card with the VIB sale. That's what I'm saying, Janessa. You earn stuff, it expires, and then you have a certain amount of time to use it, and you can't even use it on sale stuff. Like, so you're stuck paying full price for stuff. Somebody was telling me they would get their motherships with their $100 gift card at Sephora. And I said, you know what? If you wait for Pat McGrath's website to have 40% off, that $129 mothership, that'll be $77.40. So even though you're using the gift card, you're still coming out of pocket. So you're spending a $100 gift card and spending $29 out of pocket for a palette you can just buy for $77.40. Because we know Pat's going to have a 40% off sale at least 3 times a year. And if not that, do the 30% off, and then it's like $90. But yeah, so shop smart, y'all. Wait for sales. You use your codes, coupons. See if you can stack deals and use Rakuten. Go through Rakuten, you get cash back, or other apps. I know Capital One has an app. I forget what it's called, and I hate it. I'm like, no, I'm sticking with Rakuten because I've been with them for forever almost. But so to get back to the topic, Janessa, thank you so much for that, and thank you for pulling double duty tonight. So it would be, Pat does have, Paulette, you're right. Pat does have better sales on her website. When people rush out and get Pat, I know it's because they want to get the views on their channel, but I'm like, I don't want the views. I mean, I do want views, but I'm not making money off of YouTube like that. Like, YouTube isn't paying for me to buy $120-something palette. It is not. And I'll tell y'all this. I don't even get a check every month from the partnership program, and the threshold is $100. So I'm not even making $100 on YouTube every month. And so I'm not going to be running out buying hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of stuff to get views when it's not even paying. So I'm still in the hole. You see what I'm saying? So, and I think about that too. Like, I could have rushed out and got the naked palette because people who did go out that day and got it, like, their videos are doing well, but they spent $59 for it. I'm like, not for a palette I know I'm not going to keep. So I paid $9 and I'm okay with that. It should be here next week. So you got rid of both your Ulta and Sephora cards. It was too easy to just get a little treat way too often. I became very... I think, yeah, when I started my beauty budget stuff and trying to be a conscientious consumer, we're not trying to be, but being a conscientious consumer, that was a game changer for me. And even to stop using credit cards and just like once get the balance real low and then once in a while get something and then just pay it off type of thing, to still get the rewards. But it's just, and that was the thing, Tanya, with the the naked one, it was nostalgia because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get it, and then I saw my old videos and I'm like, I didn't really like it, but then I bought it. And a lot of people are buying it for nostalgia. Now, if they bring back the smoky, excuse me, I would probably get it just to compare it to Xenon, which may not be fair because I switched up Xenon. You know what I'm saying? You just paid up, Paulette, girl. Pay off the credit cards. That's exciting. Yeah, Paulette paid off her Ulta card. Yo, they tried to get me. They tried to play me. I paid down both Sephora and Ulta, and then they both gave me a limit increase. I said, nah, y'all, nah, no, we ain't playing that game. Like, we are not playing that game. We are not playing that game. Yeah, only one side works for us, us tan and brown people. Get your praise dance on, Paulette. Don't stop playing that music. But yeah, shop smart, shop sells, and makeup is not a need as much as people say, oh, you need to get it. No, it's not. It's a want and it's a desire, and it can be strong, but just think smart. Maximize your dollars. Sales, codes, discounts, point multipliers. Even if something is full price, if Ulta is doing 10% point multiplier, y'all gonna have hundreds of dollars. I got 619 points off of that damn naked palette. You see what I'm saying? And them points convert to cash. They don't expire. And you can use them whatever, whenever. So just to wrap up, because I really feel like I'm just talking about sell stuff now. My perfect collab would be Lethal Cosmetics. And the palette would be called A Trip Through the Dark Side, Dion Loves Makeup. And it would be reminiscent of the Martine Cosmetics 669, which is no longer available. So that would help the case and my palette. And the shadows would be removable, replaceable. And or if you didn't want the entire palette, you can just pick what shade you want to get. How about that? So today is August 5th, 2024. Lethal, if you see this, even if it's 5 years from now, I see that net over there flying around my light bulb. Excuse me, Lethal, I'm sorry to be so rude to you. I really do want this collab. I am here. I see you. So even if it's 5 years from now and I'm putting this out here, remember me. I have a ton of y'all stuff. I have a playlist for y'all stuff. You can see what I've been doing. I am a loyal fan. And my trolls, I didn't forget y'all here. I just want, if they see this, that they really know I'm serious. They're gonna be like, she's crazy. But I really do think it would be good. So that's what my perfect collab would be. And I will post it on my community tab, what the palettes look like. And y'all gonna be like, yeah. Keep in mind though, they may swatch different finishes, or if the Lethal ones are dual chromes or multi-chromes or something like that, even though 669 had a couple dual chromes or multi-chromes. Try reaching out to Lethal. That's what Tina, the fancy face, did with Sydney Grace. You know what, Nina? I have nothing to lose. I have nothing to lose. Like, seriously, I really don't. And I'm thinking that Teresa's dead. She has like almost 70,000 subscribers. And she has a couple collabs with them. But I am like 3 below 1,500 subscribers. I've been sitting at 1497 for a couple of weeks now. But I have nothing to lose. I really don't. So I'm gonna look on their website and see if they have something, because some brands do have, affiliate programs or contact us if this or if that or whatever. So I'll see what it says on their website. But I do want to, Nina said do it. Okay, Nina. You don't have to keep yelling at me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I have nothing at all to lose. And so either they'll say yes and I'll be like, oh my gosh. Or I'll be like, well, I'll try again in 5 years when I have 1,501 subscribers instead of 1,487. But we will see. I'm encouraged. And even like I said, when I think of Jackie Iron back when she was Little Pumpkin 05, and I look at her now, that was a lot of years between then and now. But look where she's at. You know what I'm saying? So it's not something that would happen overnight, but over time, as you grow, your channel grows and your name is out there and people are promoting you and pushing for you and rooting for you and supporting you. That's what makes the difference. Like just some random little person, like when she was Little Pumpkin 05, it was like she was just like all the rest of us. Now she ain't like the rest of us. Now she but it was the journey, you know what I mean? And so Also, I think she started taking YouTube more seriously than I do. I just want to come and do tutorials. Like, I just like. But anyway, I am going to do that. Be sure to check out Dion's channel tomorrow morning for some... Yes, there is something awesome happening tomorrow morning. My 7 a.m. video is a collab that I asked about in a previous live stream, and both Janessa and Grace said yes. Y'all are not going to want to miss it. And I was thinking, what did we get ourselves into? Not sure about the fall VIB, but the friends and family one. That's the one in the subreddit. They were saying it's an employee code. So like an employee has to give you a code. And they were giving out the codes because they were like, well, just, PM me or whatever. But you had to have like certain number of karmas or something. And I'm not active enough in that Reddit to even have one karma in that subreddit. But they don't have anything I want anyway. I'm just like, no. But for those of you who do shop Sephora, Grace, it would be a good sell. And so, yeah, so I will get in touch with Lethal, and all they can say is no. I did contact Pinsies, because y'all know I be talking about some Pinsies. And I told them my idea, and they were like, oh, we're not interested in that at this time, which I know means never. Because what I asked for was, even if it was sample packets that I can use for giveaways to introduce other people to their brand. And I told them I have... and I think I might have even did a Pinsies playlist before that and put those videos in there. And I sent them the playlist. I said, if you want to see the videos where I talked about, and y'all know I got a lot of Pinsies videos. I got a lot of friggin' Pinsies videos. And so I sent the playlist. I'm like, if you want to see what I've done, I've given Pinsies away in giveaways. People have told me they purchased Pinsies because of me. I've given away gift cards and giveaways, blah, blah, blah. So I was thinking maybe if we can just collab, and even if you sent me seasonings or gift cards to give away. And they were like, no, we're not interested in that at this time. I was like, okay. But I still buy from them because I'm in love with their stuff. So, but I was just like, which is a lot of free promotion for them. Yeah, Tanya, you use Pinsies. Princess uses Pinsies. A few other people Pinsies. I know I sent Janessa some Pinsies. I sent some Pinsies to Grace for her mom. People in my day-to-day life. My neighbor, I gave the Playhouse people gave them. So I'm like, yeah, send me stuff to give because I give it anyway. But I was just like, I do it anyway. So it's like, But for real though, I was kind of like, can you at least even watch the playlist to see what I've done before you say no? Yeah, Janessa just she ordered a ton of Pinsies because of my recommendations. Right. And so I wish that they would have looked at my videos because I can tell from how they worded their email that they didn't. And so I was just like, you could have at least watched it. So maybe I'll try again in a couple, maybe next year I'll try again. And it's neither here nor there in a way because I'm going to still give Pinsies. When they have their $50 gift cards on sale for $35, that's when I buy their gift cards. It's freaking net. That's when I buy their gift cards. So you can buy $50 worth of stuff, spend $35 for it, and I shop when they have sales, and they usually have special offers, and you might get something free. So like you get a lot for your money at Pinsies. And so either way, I'm still, use Pinsies. Your mom placed the order. You had to tell her to stop stealing your stuff, your Pinsies. Yo, I don't know, and I've been killing gnats too. So I don't know what is on my wall. Yo, there's a fingerprint of foundation on my wall, and I know that's from Fabulous Fiftiosity. That's why I don't use my hands for makeup. Sarah said I got hooked on Pinsies. Matt the Nat. Matt got some friends. At least it ain't Jerome's cousins hanging on my screen. She went to use the bathroom and came out and was like, oh, I got foundation on your hand towel. I forgot it was on my hand. Y'all, the hand towel was white. That's why I don't use my hands for makeup. And there is a friggin', and this is flat paint. So when I take a wet cloth and rub it, it will rub off, but it'll rub off paint. I just now saw that. Trying to trail that damn net. That's why I don't use my hands for makeup. I have some exciting news, y'all. I'm holding on to it though. Good night, Locke. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we're going to end now, so you won't have to come back. We'll be done. But it's an apartment, Tanya, so you know they're going to do the cheap paint. But, and I don't blame them. People have pets and cats and children and just stuff. But, Yeah, on the white. She's like, oh my God. And I'm just like, and in my mind, I'm thinking, I put a clean white hand towel in there. But I have some exciting news, and I'm trying to. I talked about it in the beginning, but let me see. Gloss would make more sense when cleaning. What's BYUT? Oh, an even satin finish. And it's just me here, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. But I just noticed that now and I don't like messes, so I'm looking at this brown smudge on the wall, and I'm just like, that's why I don't use my hands for makeup, y'all, because I be touching stuff. This is me trying to be calm, because that every time I look that way, I'm just like, let me look over here. So I'm gonna let y'all know, and y'all gonna be like, what the hell did this troll do? I am confident it's gonna be a good outcome. The beginning was some bullshit. The beginning was some bullshit. I was like, y'all on some other type time here, and I ain't for it. And y'all know me, I say what I mean, and it was through emails, and I was being straightforward and direct. And I'm thinking, I'm done. This is it. And they kept emailing me back and amending stuff. And I'm like, I'm not asking for amendments. I'm just telling y'all why y'all shit is fucked up. And so now I'm doing the thing. So I'll be doing a video with an unboxing and talking about the thing. But then I'm gonna do a members only to get down to the T and to the nitty gritty, because it's some bullshit and I don't want that. No, it's not Temu. I did a T on Temu already, but no, it's not Temu. So yeah, I'm gonna do a members only video for that one, because I don't want it out here publicly forever, because stuff lives forever on the internet. But that'll be a members only for sure. So, but the unboxing and just saying what it is. So I'm gonna be all nice and polite and be like, yeah, if y'all member, if you want to be one, make sure you watch the other video. Wink, wink, wink. But I mean, it was just some bullshit. And it just makes me laugh. Like, they really just kept coming back. So they gave me what I wanted when I wasn't even asking for anything. And so you get a deal that's so good, it's like, fuck it, I might as well do it. And that's really how it was. It was like, fuck it. And it's funny to me because I had no intention at all. And so I'm doing the thing, and so far it's been interesting. And I do think it's going to have a positive outcome. And I am learning, some new things. And I'm feeling validated about other things as well. But yeah, so the T is going to be members only, because we're going to get down and dirty, because and because it did come together, I don't want to put them on blast like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was still just complete bullshit, I'd be like, listen, y'all, these motherfuckers. But it's not like that. It started that way, but then it flipped. You know what I mean? And so I don't want to be like that, because it did turn around. So, but we're gonna go for now. Thank y'all for so much for being here. We're just less than a minute and a half, under an hour. So we're gonna go really quick. Thank all of you for being here. Make sure y'all thumbs up. I will be posting the pictures on the community tab. Tomorrow night, swatch party, Web Weaver. Next Monday, Dawn's topic. Next Tuesday, something. No, I think Web Weaver, is that tomorrow, or the roundup is tomorrow? So what am I doing, Web Weaver? I don't know, y'all. It's already scheduled, so I don't even know what's what anymore, and I need sleep, which I know I'm not going to get anytime soon. I do think tomorrow is the roundup, because all that stuff is still sitting here, and I know I cannot leave this sitting here for another week. That'll drive me nuts. Next Monday is Dawn's topic. Did we live in simpler times? I'm 54, so like back in the early 70s, 80s. Did we grow up in a more simple time? So that's what we're going to talk about next Monday. Next Tuesday, maybe that's Web Weaver. I don't know. I don't know. So that'll be it. So thank you so much for being here, all of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to get down on the T and you want to be a part of what the topics are, how I roll out some of the content, go ahead and join the membership. I do members only posts now, probably like twice a week, and that's what helps guide me. And they know things that you guys may not know. because I want it to be something special. You know, we sitting in the house chilling. You know stuff. You know, like you a kid and you in the house around adults and you ain't supposed to be, and you hear stuff and it's just like, ooh, and they like, go outside. So and so, but membership, it does bring us closer together, and we do chit chat, and some of us even chit chat off of YouTube, which is really cool. And so, but yeah, for now we're gonna go. I'm gonna post on the community tab in probably an hour because I need to do some editing for this as it converts to a video. And if Lethal says yes, buy my palette. Thank you in advance. Even if they gave me a code, I found out listening to Teresa. Well, I'm not even gonna say because I don't want to mess up whatever she said. But we're gonna go. But yeah, if they say yes, buy my palette, or just the bundle of shadows because you're gonna buy them individually. Yeah, we could do that. I will be so excited if they say yeah. But we'll see. So thank you so much. We're really going to go. All of you who are here from the replay crew, thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you think of what my perfect collab would be. And if you're not familiar with 669, I have a playlist. Martine Cosmetics 669 palette. I have like at least now I think 20 or 21 videos that I've done with that palette. Like for real. I freaking love that palette. Why am I going like this? I need to go. Thank you. Grace, I'm going to see you in the morning. Janessa, I'm going to see you in the morning. Thank you again, Janessa, for your double duty work tonight. And we will chat later. Arlene and Nina and everybody else. Paulette, Dawn, Tanya, Sue Ellen, Mary Jane, Locke. The people who are no longer here. Oh, Tony was here. Jamie, Joe. I'm trying to just guess now. So I'm trying to scroll quick. Princess. It was in here. Sarah was here earlier. So thank all of you. We are going to go for real. And you will see me back here tomorrow night. We're going to do our roundup for July. I used 21 palettes last month. And we're going to talk about those. And so you'll see me then. As always, this is how y'all know I'm really going, usually. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you. And you will see me soon. Bye.